Welcome to the Healing Hour, and this is Tyhson Banighen, the Illuminator, bringing light to you and humanity. And this is the Healing Hour. I'm live for the next hour to serve you in whatever capacity I can to help you remove any barriers from showing up to be the best that you can be. And I'm available in a number of different ways. You can phone in toll-free, 1-866-369-7464. We'll put that up on the screen shortly. Or you can click the link, the Be Live link, which will be posted by wherever you are watching this show. If you click that link, you'll come in live as a guest and be actually broadcast live right beside me, and you can ask me those probing, tough questions that I love to answer. So, and also, last but not least, you can phone in toll-free in North America, and the phone number is 1-866-369-7464, and we'll post that shortly. And just to give you an idea of the overarching theme for today is learn how to adapt to the planetary upgrade energies and handle your emotions during this change and transformation that we're undergoing on this planet. So without further ado, the lines are open, and for you that have just arrived, thank you. And if you could share this to your network, let people know that I'm alive. Leave your comments in the comments section on Facebook so I can post it up and answer your questions. And I'll be heading over soon to the Extraordinary Healing Arts Academy, where it is being broadcast, and also be answering the questions from the Dowsing and Energy Healing closed Facebook group. So in the meantime, give me a phone call and let's get this show underway. So I'm just going to put up the toll-free number any moment now. So give me a sec here. So toll North America is 1-866-369-7464, and it's now up on the screen for you to see. And also just to welcome everybody who's showing up. Alfonso Moreno, thanks for showing up. Greatly appreciated for you joining me on the show. And if you have any questions, if you're in North America, feel free to phone in or click the link and come in by your smartphone or come in through your web camera. Or you can just type in your question right here in the Facebook comments, and I'll be able to answer it for you. All right, so toll free, whoops, that's 1-866. So let's take that down. Obviously, I don't know how to type today. That's 1-866-369-7464, which is toll free in North America. All right, so Sylvia, welcome to the show. Thanks for showing up. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them here in the comments, phone in, or click the link and join me live on the show. And please share this to your network. Let everybody know that we're live so people can participate. I really appreciate that. So this is Tyhson Banighen, the Illuminator, the Energy Detective, standing by to help you show up and be the best you can. Clear what's in the way for the next 1 hour. All right. So thank you very much for showing up, Sylvia. And Kirana, hello to all. Thank you for showing up on the show. Much appreciated. Please share this to your network, and please phone in or click the link, Be Live link, and join me live on the show. I'll just show you what the link will look like. It'll be a link similar to this. It'll have Be Live TV in it. Click the link and you'll come on to the show. All right, so we're just going to go back, and in the comments, I'm going to put the toll-free number that you can phone in North America is 1-866-369-7464. So thank you, everybody, for showing up. Please share this to your network. Please let people know that we are now live and ready and willing to help you get from where you are to where you want to be in the shortest amount of time. Okay, so I'm now going to just show you the link once more. This is the Be Live link. If you can see the Be Live link and you click it, you will come right into the show and join me live on the broadcast. So 3 ways to join: 1-866-369-7464, toll-free North America. It's in the comments section. Click the link that's on the screen now and join me live in the show. Or you can just leave your comments right here in the Facebook Live, and I'll be able to see them here. All right, so we're going to head over to the Dowsing Energy Healing closed Facebook group, and we're going to talk about what is coming up for everybody. Well, like I said, the healing hour today is really focused on learning how to adapt to the planetary upgrades that all of us are undergoing. There's been many complaints or concerns about what some people have called new age or ascension symptoms, such as headaches, lack of sleep, feeling groggy, lack of energy, sort of lost time. All sorts of different symptoms are occurring for different people, and there's been so many planetary upgrades that have been underway. New moon, and then there was the solar eclipse, and then there was just recently the spring equinox, and now we have the full moon, and it just seems to be energy piled upon energy. And the whole point of learning how to manage your bioenergy field is learning how to be in harmony with these energies, whether they're planetary energies, lunar energies, earth energies, cosmic energies, wherever the source of these energies are coming from. As they impinge on your energy field, how can you learn to be in harmony with them and upgrade your system so that you can have the beneficial effects of these upgrades and not the symptoms? So that's the topic of conversation. If you have any questions, please type it into the comments and we'll get on with it. So one of the things that I have mentioned around the planetary upgrade that is, how do you go about and be able to harmonize your bioenergy field so that you can handle these energies? And one of the easiest ways is to do a short clearing. And a short clearing can be used in many different ways in order to do this. So, for example, it could be I translate, transmute, transfigure, heal, and repair all non-beneficial energies that are impinging on my bioenergy field from any and all sources outside of myself, which may be cosmic, planetary, interplanetary, or lunar, or earth-oriented, that no longer benefit me. And I undertake this clearing through the multidimensional levels of my being and throughout all time and space. And you could do it that way, and you could also, and I undertake this clearing throughout all time, space, and dimensions, and I declare it so be it, is done. So that would be a clearing statement. You use your pendulum to spin it counterclockwise to clear what no longer serves you, but then you want to install what you do want. And so it would go like this. Spinning your pendulum clockwise, it would be, I install the ability to always be at the right place at the right time, to be in harmony with all energies, upgrades that are occurring on planet Earth, whether they be Earth-related, lunar, solar, planetary, or interplanetary, and that my bioenergy field will adjust to the beneficial incoming energies so that I am safe, sound, secure, and healthy, wise, and in tune with these energies, and accept them as planetary upgrades or energy upgrades. And I declare it so be it, it is done. So that's a really nice way in which to deal with these energies as they're coming up in, and how to be able to upgrade your energy system so it can handle all of this. All right, so we're going to head over, like I said, to the Dowsing Energy Healing closed Facebook group. Thank you, everybody, for joining. We're now at 2,000 688. So just on that border of 2,700 members, that's a lot of people that can help bring about change and transformation as we welcome in the new earth, which of course starts by clearing your own self, so then you can help clear others and then ultimately clear the stress from the planet. So for Monday requests, personal clearing Tuesday, what do you want to have help with to clear or let go of today? This could be trauma, unresolved emotions, family of origin, past life, matriarchal or patriarchal lineage, inner child or soul family. There's 2 comments. Monique Sage says she'd like to clear obstacles for personal information. And Randy Meaner says, I'd like to get my life back in order, a good job, a newer car, a lady partner in my life. So, you know, the basics of dowsing and managing your bioenergy field is to know that everything that shows up in your life is harmonious with the bioenergy field that you are projecting or manifesting into the world. So in other words, you are a sound system, like a radio station that's broadcasting a certain frequency. That frequency is created by every thought, word, deed, and action that you undertake on a daily basis, on every moment and every day, and collectively that's within your subconscious. That makes up your energy band or your personal signature that you're broadcasting into the world. And according to that signature broadcast, it attracts certain things that are in harmony with that energy. So if you're in the lower vibrational energies, then you might meet ETs, for example, that are on that frequency, or discarnate beings, or you may be subject to all sorts of things on the lower energies. And this comes from doubt, shame, guilt, fear. All those lower energies are really what disincarnate beings and ETs, some ETs, not all ETs, but the ones that do not abide by the law of one, actually feed on this energy. And they're parasitic, and they require, the only way that they can exist on the third dimension is by consuming or devouring these negative energies, which allows them to have this experience. Otherwise, being discarnate, they can't feel or experience anything except through another human body. And so it's really important, for example, to be aware of this. So wherever you go, where there are the possibility of lower level entities or discarnate beings being around, such as graveyards, bars, hospitals, you know, when people die, a discarnate being is all of a sudden has no host body, so it's going to be looking for a new body to inhabit. So it's looking for a frequency match so it can jump into that energy field of that person. If there is no energy match, it can't enter. So we're getting back to the point that this is why it's important to manage your bioenergy field, because that's going to determine what shows up in your life. So while a lot of people say, you know, when they phone me, you know, around possession, because I'm an exorcist of possession, they say, you know, Tyson, can you solve this? Can you take care of this? And basically what they're asking for is a magic bullet, that somehow I'm going to use this magic bullet to clear all these discarnate beings, all these ETs, all these lower level entities that are feeding on them and their energy system. And usually these people are, you know, 75% of the bioenergy field is compromised. And there's all sorts of reasons for it. And some of it is not, you know, some of it is karmic, some of it is because of lower energy, you know, thought forms that they have. And some of it is really impacted by environmental aspects. And I'll talk about the environmental aspects a bit in a few minutes. But let's focus on the inner realm. So that inner realm of the lower frequency vibrational energies that, you know, like you're broadcasting, that attract these lower energies into your field, there is no magic solution except to raise your bioenergy field. And that's where I come in. I help you as a mentor, as a coach, teach you how to do that with a deep clearing protocol that you would do once a day for 21 days straight to 30 days to get you free and clear. So as you raise your bioenergy field, then you're literally turning the dial on your broadcasting station, and all those lower energy frequencies that had access to your bioenergy field no longer have access. And it's just that simple. You know, we live in a world of sound, and sound attracts frequency, attacks frequency. And so as you raise your bioenergy field, and be able to process your lower emotions like fear, doubt, shame, and guilt, and move through those, not by stuffing them down, not by ignoring them, not by being overwhelmed with them, but processing them, which basically is pretty straightforward and simple. It's just means you need to sit with those emotions and let them dissipate. And they will, if you just give them attention and don't try and judge them. You just sit with them. This is called, energy healing. I encourage you to do a 3-breath technique. If you don't know that, you can book a session. There's nothing complicated about this. You can use the instant miracle technique, which is sitting with emotion, staying out of your mind, just letting the emotion, just being with emotion, and it will clear. Those emotions that you have never cleared in your background, or over time in this lifetime or past lifetime, lead to disease and disorder. So some of those are buried really deep in your subconscious, and it may take a more sophisticated approach to help you clear them. For example, it could be trauma, or it could be incest, or it could be rape, or it could be, all of those sorts of core fractures, your energetic system, and you become disassociated in order to protect yourself, or you're out of your body. And that's why people say, I feel, because literally you're not in your body. So when I douse and discover that 75% of your energy is not present in your body, that means that you are most likely disassociated. So the goal is to get you back in the body, and the first thing we have to do is make you feel whole, sound, and complete and safe in your body, so that you can re-inhabit the body, right? Because that's your third dimensional spacesuit. That's what you use to inhabit this earth plane. And if you don't manage it, of course, you're going to be taken off the third dimension. It's just the way it works. So re-inhabiting the body in a safe environment, bringing up your energy level by processing your emotions, right, means that you won't be so overwhelmed by all these planetary upgrades and all these outside forces that are impinging on your energy field. So let's talk about those. So now we talked about, clearing your energy field so that you're excluding anything in your field that does not abide by the law of one, and that by raising your energy field, it literally excludes these energies. Okay, so let's talk about the outside influences that occur. Well, some of the outside influences that can be impinging on your body and down are geopathic stress. So your house may be on a geopathic stress line that drains your energy. You may be over a brackish water or dark energy in water, which is human trapped emotion. It's caught up, and therefore it's literally sucking the lifeblood out of you. It's the same with geopathic stress. There have been many, many studies done on this. I think there was like 36,000 individual cases that were done in Europe, in which they discovered that any people living along the geopathic stress line, everybody on that line had the same symptoms, whether it was cancer or whatever it was. So there's scientific evidence to prove that geopathic stress that's locked in the earth energies, which comes from human emotion that's trapped, that can't be released, can really adversely affect humans. So we want to clear the geopathic stress wherever you live, whether it's at work, or it could be in the very room that you sleep, or it could be crossing over your bed and affecting your heart. There's all sorts of different techniques that we can do to clear that energy around your house, in your bedroom, or where you work, or where your office is. So that's one impinging outer set of energies that can drain your energy field. And then, of course, there's the man-made interrupters. And the man-made interrupters, I don't know what the latest count, but you know, there are 2,800, 3,000 plus man-made interrupters, everything from, you know, cells, we're going to go to G5 from G4, and that's these energies that are being broadcast, or the microwave energies that are being used in cell towers to broadcast to your cell phone, are really on the frequency that adversely affects your bioenergy field. In fact, there's lots of evidence, scientific evidence, that proves that if you had your cell phone in your breast pocket, say in your suit, I don't wear a suit, but maybe, you know, those that do, you know, it's an obviously easy place to put your cell phone, that if it was over your heart, it's going to affect your heart, or it's going to burn your skin. And one of the latest things that they've discovered around this is, you know, with Wi-Fi, is that these personal bracelets that you use for tracking how much exercise you're doing in a day, they're finding that this is adversely affecting people's bioenergy field as well, because the Wi-Fi is too strong and it's literally disrupting the bioenergy field. So there's pains that are going up and down people's you know, the side of the, where they're having the, wearing this wristband that's tracking all their movement. So, you know, all of this has to do with radiation that's coming from cell towers, Wi-Fi, and all that. So I'll just stop right now. We have a call in from Surrey, British Columbia. So welcome to the show.
Hi, good evening, I guess it is.
It is Valerie.
How are you today?
I am fine, and how are you?
I'm okay.
You're not very convincing.
I'm wondering if you can just clear some energy here. I think I'm coming down with some flu.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, the most important thing is to bring your energy field up around flu. You know, one of the things that you can say, and I know this sounds really strange, but is just to say, not in my world. You can call, you can, yeah, you can, you know, one of the things around flus is we get, oh, I'm going to get the flu because I'm cold, or I'm going to get the flu because I was around people that were sick, or I'm going to get the flu because I didn't have a flu shot, or I'm going to get the flu because my grandson came home from school with a cold, or there's a, you know, all those thought forms impinge on your energy field, bioenergy field down, and before you know it, guess what? You have the flu. So, you know, whatever you can do to change those thought forms, and one of the ways is that, no, that's not going to happen in my energy field. It might be in somebody else's, but not in my energy field. Now, having said that, sometimes the flu is really, really good thing to have. I know that sounds strange, but for example, I had the flu. I haven't had the flu for many, many years, and I had it and it knocked me out for a week. And I really learned that, you know, what little energy I had to really conserve it. And therefore, I had to rely on more on my guidance to get things done. And guess what? I got more done and more success by doing less work. So actually, the flu bug taught me something that I wouldn't have learned if I would have done my maniacal approach to, you know, putting my head down and just plowing through the work that I had. So sometimes these little viruses and bugs can be one of our primary teachers to help us make a shift in how we show up in the world. So that being said, I don't know if any of that applies to you, Valerie. Did any of that ring?
Well, a lot of it you say, I don't believe in all those things. So I guess maybe I just need a rest or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you probably need some rest. Have you been working really hard?
Probably not sleeping.
Not sleeping enough. Well, that's a, you know, yeah, you do need to sleep. So what's interfering with your sleep? Do you know?
It's just a habit, I think. You know, after years of night shift.
Ah. All right, so let's do something around the night shift. Would you like to shift that? Let's shift the night shift. All right, so it goes something like this. So say, I, Valerie, in my holy name. Say your full name.
I, Valerie, in my holy name.
Undertake this clearing with the assistance of? And who would you want to assist?
all beneficial energies.
All right, beneficial energies to undertake this clearing of my bioenergy field
Undertake this clearing of my bioenergy field.
and remove all core fractures, toxic emotions
Remove virus, toxic emotions
that may be adversely affecting my bioenergy field.
that may be adversely affected by bioenergy field.
And I undertake this clearing
And I undertake this clearing
to the multidimensional levels of reality
to the multi-dimensional levels of reality
and throughout all time, space, and dimensions,
throughout all time, place, and dimension,
both known or unknown.
both known or unknown.
All right. And I declare it so.
And I declare it
So
so.
be it.
So be it.
It is done.
It is done.
Okay, so now let's install what we do want. We cleared what we don't want. So say I, full name in my full name.
I said it.
Oh, okay. Install
Install
the ability
the ability
to manage my bioenergy field,
to manage my bioenergy field,
to repel all energies
to repel all energies
no longer serve my highest good.
that no longer serve my highest good.
And I install the ability
And I install the ability
to rest
to rest
adequately
adequately
when I close my eyes.
when I close my eyes.
And I undertake this
And I undertake this
intention
intention
with the assistance of,
with the assistance of
fill in the blank. Who's helping you?
the assistance of beneficial energies and God.
All right. And I undertake this through the multi-dimension, and I install this and throughout the
And install this
throughout the multi-dimensional levels of my being,
throughout the multi-level energies of my being.
and I declare it so.
And I declare it so.
So be it.
So be it.
It is done.
It is done.
All right, great. So that should help. And maybe if you get a little drowsy or feel a little under the weather later on, then
Okay.
all right.
I have a question to ask.
Yes.
You posted the clearing, the updated clearing a couple of days ago. I didn't do it right away, and when I went back, I couldn't find it.
All right. I think I know the one that you want. Let me just see if I can find it. Was that this one? Is that spinning the pendulum or finger counterclockwise state? In my holy name, state your name. I translate, transmute, transfigure, heal, and repair all non-beneficial energies, all original causes, core beliefs, and effects that does allow me to naturally regulate my dopamine. Is that the one?
I don't remember which it is. You posted them. You
All
said
right.
they were
So one of
updated,
them has to do with
and there were two of them.
right. Well, actually, there's
And
more
then
than
when
that.
I went back, they were gone.
Right.
So I have no idea where to find
Well, they are. They're still there. You just need to scroll down to find them. But maybe
them.
this
I
is.
did, and I couldn't find it.
Yeah. Well, so here's one. Does it have to do with optimal stem cells?
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Okay, so here it is. You ready?
Yes.
All right. I call on Divine Mother who comes to us as wholeness, totality, truth, and love. Okay? Yeah, I call on Divine Mother
I call in Divine Mother
who comes to us
who comes to us
as wholeness,
as wholeness,
totality, truth, and love.
totality, truth, and love.
To please run the divine quality
The divine qualities
of stem cell transplant.
of stem cell transplants.
And now you ask for the best possible time
And now I ask for the best possible time
in my development
in my development
when stem cells were perfect.
when stem cells were perfect.
That optimal stem cells move into your system now
That optimum stem cells move into my system now
at the maximum level and multiples of intensity,
at the maximum levels and multiple intensity,
according to my ability
according to my ability
to fully receive,
to fully receive,
and I invite whatever beings of light
and I invite whatever beings of light
she would like to assist
who would like to assist
me with this undertaking.
with this undertaking.
I ask that this energy transform,
I ask that this energy transform,
transmute,
transmute,
transfigure,
transfigure,
heal and repair
heal and repair
each of the bodily systems
each of the bodily systems
until regeneration, until regeneration
until regeneration
is whole, sound, and complete.
is whole, sound, and complete.
And I declare it so.
And I declare it so.
So be it.
So be it.
It is done.
It is done.
Thank you. All right, there you are. That's the one you were looking for.
Thank you. These recordings, are they on the YouTube channel?
Yes, they are. They're on the YouTube channel. Yes. So
I guess I'll have to go and search.
yeah, just type in into Google extraordinary healing arts
I'm
academy.
signed up with it.
Oh, good. Well, then you will get an email that tells you every time that a new video is posted.
Oh, I've never gotten an email.
Well, then you haven't signed up. So
Lord.
that's signing up to the YouTube channel.
Yeah, I'm signed up to the YouTube channel.
Well, you should get a notification then. Maybe go search your, your junk file and see if it shows up there.
Never get one.
Well, there'll be like 3 posted there a week. So there'll be the healing hour, there'll be the wellness show if there's a show this week, and there will be the big show revealed, the big picture show revealed.
Maybe I have to sign up again.
Yeah, go over to there and sign up and get your notice. And this will be posted on later on today or tomorrow morning, this show. So
Yeah.
you'll be able to
have
try.
the long and the short updated version
Yeah,
of the clearing.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for and I can't find it.
Yeah, it's in the file section on the
On the extraordinary healing site.
No, in the dowsing and energy healing Facebook group.
Okay.
Look under files.
All right. Thank you so much.
All righty. Have a good one. All right. Bye for now.
Bye.
All right. We're standing by toll free for your call. It's 1-866-369-7464. And we're willing to take your call. And we're just going to head over and see if there's anybody who has posted any questions in the Facebook chat. And Valerie, who was just on a call, says she would like some help. Past lives, open to receiving, would like these healings. Yeah. So past lives is pretty straightforward. You just download the short clearing, like we mentioned, from the files section of the dowsing and energy healing closed Facebook group. There's open brackets, closed brackets. You just put in the open brackets the fact that you want to clear everything that has to do with past lives, right? And then you close the bracket, continue to read the statement, spinning your pendulum counterclockwise, and that will take you through the sequence in order to clear past lives. So that's how you would do that, and so that's a good one to do, absolutely. Paul Edworthy, thank you for showing up, and everybody who is on the show, listening to the show, don't forget to share it or like it to your network so more people know about this and can benefit from a clearing. More people that undertake a clearing, the better planet we're going to live on, and the closer we're going to create heaven on earth. All right. So Paul Edworthy says, thank you. You're most welcome, Paul. And if you have any questions, please put it into Facebook or phone 1-866-369-7464. I think that's in the comments. Just going to go scroll down and see if it is in the comments. I'll post on the screen right now. Toll free in North America, Yeah, 1-866-369-7464, and we're standing by for your call. So just put that in there, 1-866-369-7464. All right, so it's in the comments section on Facebook. And don't forget, you can click the Be Live link and join me live on the call through your webcam or your smartphone. I'm just going to show you that, if I can find that link. Okay, we'll just have Be Live in here. Here it is. I'll show you this. So join us by phone or your webcam by clicking this link, okay? Click that link. You'll find it in the comments section underneath the broadcast that you're listening to, and you'll be then right beside me as a guest on the show and can ask me your questions. Don't forget, you can just type in your questions right here. You can phone in toll free, and the number is posted in the comments. All right, so we're going to head over to, oh yeah, we were talking about the various ways in which your energy field, your bioenergy field, can be drained. We talked about the inside aspect, about emotions, unresolved conflict, core fractures. It comes from all sorts of ways in which you were raised, or misinterpretations from something that was said to you between the ages of usually 3 to 7. We not necessarily know when somebody is talking to us. We can misinterpret it and have a program running that is incorrect. So part of the removing core fractures is to really go back and clean up all that may be impinging on your energy system. And it's really easy to determine if that's your problem. If you know how to ask the question, are there core fractures, or are there toxic emotions that are interfering with my bioenergy field, yes or no? If the answer is yes, then go ahead and do a short clearing. And if that doesn't work, then book a free session with me and we'll together and get you cleaned up. So that's really important that you do that. And I have the techniques that I've learned in order to do that. In other words, I'm certified to work on both removing core fractures, or healing core fractures is a better way to describe it, or removing toxic emotions, okay? So I can help you do that. So the other ways in which outside influences can impact, we talked about Wi-Fi, we talked about cell phone towers, but then there's all the chemical things that we use to clean our houses and all the rest of that. So that sort of biochemical soup, all the oils, gases, all of those oil-derived products that are in natural beauty creams or in makeup for women, the toxic chemicals that are used, to give you that nice blush on your cheeks, or in that lipstick, or lead in your lips. This really is horrific. What is being allowed to be in cosmetics. So I really encourage you to check how those cosmetics are being made and what sort of materials are in those cosmetics, and also whether they're being tested on animals or not. So I really encourage you to look into that, and so that we can live in a more benevolent and peaceful planet and not bring harm to the animal kingdom. So this is Tyhson Banighen, the Illuminator and energy detective, standing by to help you clear what's in your way, to help you get from where you are to where you want to be in the shortest amount of time possible. I'm here to teach you how to clear your bioenergy field, take back your personal power, and stand in your truth no matter what. So nobody can impinge on your energy field, or you can deal with your emotions quickly and wisely, so that you can come from your true nature, connected to source, and not be overwhelmed by your human mind consciousness and your fears, your doubts, your shames, and your guilts. In fact, we want to help you move through those emotions, and we all have those emotions, but we want to help you move through them as quickly as possible, so you can be the most sovereign human being possible. All right, so we're heading back over the dowsing and energy healing close Facebook page, and we're going to look at other requests for assistance here. Oh, one of the things that really helps your body that I just recently mentioned is drinking alkaline water. It really is a way in which to cleanse and clear your body of toxic emotions, and also exclude, lead and other chemicals that we were talking about. So having a really good filter for your water pitcher. I market and sell the Zero water pitcher. I think it's really important to have a good quality pitcher. It's less than $100. It comes with an insert. If you have a Serta water filter pitcher, if you have a Brita water filter, and you don't want to have a new pitcher, the cartridges will fit in a Brita, so that's a way that you can save money. But I really encourage you to use a Zero water pitcher, to have alkaline water. What it does is it excludes all the chemicals that we were talking about in the water, all the heavy metals, and also alkalizes the water. And then if you learn through dowsing how to put it in which is what Dr. Emoto taught us how to do, that you'll charge the water. And one of the ways you can do that was with 995, take a glass of water, let the energy flow from your right hand to your left hand through the water, and impregnate with 995 or your healing intention, and then drink the water. The water, because it's alkaline, will hydrate you, flush out the toxins, and put that intention in at the cellular level. So I really strongly believe that the strongest medicine element that you may have is to drink structured water that's impregnated with your own vibrational frequency, your loving kindness, your desire to heal, and it will bring about the change and transformation in your life very, very quickly. So that's a little bit about the Zero water pitcher. It's over on the Dowsing Energy Healing Flows Facebook page. There's a link for you to get your water pitcher. I highly recommend that you do that. So that's another way to manage your bioenergy field. So that's the third thing. So we talked about, the inner realm, the unresolved emotions, toxic emotions, core fractures that come from, sexual abuse, misunderstandings when you were going to school, or from your parents or from society, your desire to fit in, trying to adjust yourself and knowing that was not in your best interest to do that. It was counter to who you were and why you're here on planet Earth. All those are maybe running in your subconscious, and they're literally draining your bioenergy field. And as a consequence, you could be hypersensitive to electromagnetic energy, to UV, to cell phones. And if you are, or microwaves, it's really an indicator that we need to do some work on your bioenergy field and bring it up. So that's the inside effects to your bioenergy field. The outside is the electromagnetic things that we talked about, and with your bioenergy field, and to raise it as good quality organic food. The quicker, or no, not the quicker, but the further up the scale you move towards becoming a light being, the easier it is for your body to digest the light energy. The more energy you have in your bioenergy field, the less susceptible you are to viruses, and the more that you can handle the electromagnetic, UV, and all the man-made interrupters that are impinging on you, including government mind control, etc., etc. So I highly encourage you to think about that scale of energy. So for example, a plant, when you eat it, is a photosynthesis, is the way that it creates the protein through photosynthesis of light. Okay, so then when you digest that, you are closest to the light energy as possible. When you consume an animal, then you are consuming something lower in the scale, because it had to eat the plant light energy, convert it into fats and proteins and animal flesh, which you then digest, so you are further away from the light source. And for those that know about this energy field and have studied it, there are some people, certainly in the Himalayas and elsewhere, that have learned how to literally live by consuming light. In other words, they're eating far less or getting far less energy from what they eat, and they're ingesting more just pure divine white light that their bodies can digest, and drinking small amounts of water. I'm not saying that everybody needs to be a breatharian, but I'm just showing you the scale that one can climb as one becomes a light, consumes light energy, and allows you then to have more energy to manage your kundalini, to raise your consciousness, to become more enlightened and experience full body enlightenment in this lifetime, which is what I really want to teach people how to do. So those are the three ways in which you can manage your bioenergy field. Cleaning up the inside realm, which has to do with your emotions, toxic emotions, raising your bioenergy field so that you're not impacted as strongly by all the outside electromagnetic and chemical impacts on your energy field. Also, being really clear about and careful about your diet and the water, quality water that you drink. And all those contribute to raising your bioenergy field. And this will then help you then be able to handle all this influx of new energy that's coming in this turn of the ages, as this age of Aquarius that we're talking about, where there's actually more photon light that's bombarding the Earth than at any other time. So there's more energy that you're being required to deal with than at any other time since, in the 12,000 year history, since the time of Atlantis. So, we're going to get more and more of this. So it'd be really good for you to learn how to be able to deal with this energy. So we're standing, Buzz. Does it eliminate fluoride? Yeah, it does. The Sewer water filter does deal with fluoride, and that is really, really important that you do that, right? And I don't know why it's not showing Liana White, but it does eliminate fluoride, the Sewer water picture. Absolutely. Great question. And you don't want fluoride. You don't want fluoride in your toothpaste. You don't want fluoride in your drinking water. You don't want fluoride when you go to the dentist. You don't want it in any way, shape, or form. It was used by Hitler in order to calm people down. It was used in the concentration camps. And it actually shuts down your pineal gland or your third eye and interferes with your ability to receive guidance. So stay away from fluoride. It's absolute poison. And so yes, it's important to have a good drinking system or a good way to clear your water to remove the fluoride. Great comment, and thank you, Liana, for that. All right, we're standing by for your toll-free call if you'd like to phone in. We have about another 18 minutes in order to do some more clearing for you. And I'm just going to put up the toll-free number or remind you again, toll-free in North America is 1-866-369-7464. And if you can't remember that, you can just remember that it's, excuse me, 1-866-dowsing. 1-866-dowsing. So for some reason, I can't seem to get that on the screen. And I don't know whether it's being posted in the comments, which is unfortunate, but that's the way it is. So I'm going back over to the closed Dowsing and Energy closed Facebook group, and we're just going to scroll down. We have a message from Amy Jo Ellis about her Court of Atonement and encouraging everybody that on a Thursday you're allowed to share your links to whatever dowsing and energy healing practice that you have, and which she did. And she had, as she says, don't be afraid to speak up in this group, the Dowsing Energy Healing group. I have this little booklet called the Court of Atonement, and I knew that people buying it at my workshop were getting a lot of value out of it. And I put it into a PDF file. I made it available for $5. It sat like that for a couple of months because I really had no idea how to share it and not to come off looking like a snake oil salesman. I came into the Dowsing Energy Healing closed Facebook group, saw it was Promotional Thursday, so I created a link to the book on my website and shared it. I honestly didn't expect too much to happen, and I was right. 3 or 4 people bought it, and I was so thrilled. But then 3 or 4 more people kept buying it until I had sold 20 books. Then one day somebody shared the results, and suddenly my phone was ringing off the hook. And what she doesn't mention, I got hold of her and did 3 interviews with her on the wellness show, and then it took off for her, and it's been read by Raymond Grace, one of my primary dowsing instructors and teachers. He loved the book and recommended it to his network, and now the Court of Atonement is a highly recommended way in which to clear yourself and your family origin, your soul family, by putting them into a Court of Atonement. And if you haven't heard about that, I want you to head over to the Court of Atonement.com and just head over to the Dowsing Energy Healing closed Facebook group, and you'll find it near the top of how to do that. All right. So we're still standing by for your toll-free call if you'd like to phone in or click your link, the Be Live link, and join me live. So I'm just going to put that up here. You can join us by smartphone or webcam by clicking the link right on the screen. It's in the Facebook comments. My name is Tyhson Banighen. I am the energy healer. I'm also, my nickname is called the Energy Detective. I'm also the Illuminator, bringing light to you in your life, helping you discover what your divine gifts are, understanding what this incarnation is all about, why are you here, and helping you to deliver your unique gifts to the world. So any of that interests you, you can always book a free session with me, and we'll talk about how we can help you get from where you are to where you want to be in the shortest amount of time possible. All right, so that's the link to join me. And as I said, I'm standing by to take your toll-free call, and the number is 1-866-DOWSING. All right, so we're moving over to the Dowsing closed Facebook group, Dowsing Energy Healing, and we're just going to scroll down there. We talked about Amy Jo Ellis, and we're going to talk about 4 comments that are around Earth, Mother Earth Planetary Clearing Friday. These are specific areas of Mother Earth or planetary systems such as rivers, streams, oceans, currents, tornadoes, hurricanes, earthquakes that you want some help to clear. And Lydia Gryba says, yes, please. Clearing the site in St. Louis where the 1904 World Fair was held. Groups of indigenous people from all over the world were brought and put on display in villages like they would have back home for the fairgoers to see. Many tribespeople died en route and during the time that they were here. Not all made it back to their home countries. I would like to help in clearing the land and also clearing the descendants from the inherited trauma their ancestors suffered and clearing the departed spirits so they may go on and rest in peace. So Lydia, that is an incredible intention. I've asked her to book a free session with me so we can discuss it further. And I also encourage her to download the short clearing from the file section and to do a deep clearing. But let's do that right now. So, and this could be done for any First Nations situation. So this one would be for clearing the 1904 World's Fair and what happened there. We can use this clearing to do residential schools. We can for all the mistreatment of Aboriginal people all over the world by corporate interests that do not have the interests of Indigenous people at heart. We can clear the lineages and for all those that suffered. So let's undertake this clearing. So spinning the pendulum counterclockwise, it would go like this. I, Tyhson Banighen, in my holy name and with the power invested me and working with Divine Mother and all beings of the light, that would like to assist us in this divine undertaking to clear all misunderstandings that are attributed to all the misdeeds that have been done to Indigenous people around the world by those that do not abide by the law of one which is do no harm, who put them into slavery, bondage, and took away their land in whatever shape or form, known or unknown. We clear their lineage and all the lineages of all those beings that were involved, and all their past life karma in this as well. We undertake this clearing through the multidimensional levels of reality and throughout all time, space, and dimensions known or unknown. And I ask Divine to call a full court of atonement to bring all perpetrators of these crimes against Indigenous people into the court of atonement, along with all those who committed the crime, and all in wherever they may be, to bring about a full court of restitution throughout all time, space, and dimensions. And I declare it so in my holy name, so be it, it is done. So this is a really good example of why the Court of Atonement is a great way in which to do this, because a lot of this work is much better to be done on higher dimensional levels than trying to do it on your own. Now, I'm not saying don't, use your pension. I'm not saying don't clear. I'm encouraging you to do this, but sometimes it's best to let the Lords of Light, the angels, and the higher dimensions to work with us. And one of the ways they do work with us is when we make those. It's just as important to do ask the angels and the light beings, or the Lords of Light, to assist us as it is to ask the elementals, which is the next group of clearings that we're going to talk about, to assist us as well. So that was a good one. So the next one, Monique Sage wants to clear earthquakes in California. So this one we would not be talking so much and asking the angelic or the light beings to assist us. And yes, they could assist us, but we would want to talk to the elemental realm. So I want to explain it this way. The three realms: human realm, which is on the third dimension, the physical plane; the elementals, which are the underpinning, the support, or the precursors to the manifestation of the third dimension. So the elementals are the beings that help create. They're the energetics that help, conscious energetics from Creator, that help create the third dimension. So they're the underpinnings. Call it the underworld if you want. Then there's the humans on this dimension, and then there's the beings of light that are on the upper dimensions. Now, to really get things done on the third dimension, it's best to work with all three levels at the same time. So it's best to call on, Divine Mother, the Lords of Light, Divine Father, Creator God, Source, however you want to describe the upper level that you want to work with, or your light team, which encompasses all that. You also want to call on the elementals, which are fire, air, earth, and water, and in the Chinese system is metal, and ether, to assist in clearing anything that has to do with energetics that deals with the earth, the air, the water. And so, for example, we talked about one of the three ways that the ways in which your bioenergy field can be impinged on or drained is through geopathic stress. So in that particular case, you're really working with the elemental of the earth, right? And if it's brackish water, we're going to ask to work with the elemental energy of water. So, and if it has to do with chemtrails that are affecting you, then you want to work with the elemental of air. So you get the point. Those are why you want to include elementals in the clearing work that you do. So the three realms, the elemental, the human, and the beings of light, are the three levels that intersect. And when they all intersect, if you imagine three circles, a circle within a circle, or a circle overlapping a circle, in the center are coming together three Vesica Pisces, and that's the sweet spot, which brings about the change and transformation, because all three kingdoms are working together. So it would go like this. So I, Tyhson Banighen, in my holy name, spinning my pendulum counterclockwise, call on all of the elementals, fire, earth, air, and water, and the etheric kingdoms, to assist in stabilizing the earthquakes in California and worldwide. And as a human, we understand that trapped human emotion and conflict that is occurring on the face of the earth is directly responsible for the Earth Mother trying to clear and stabilize the planet to go through an ascension process. And we understand that these energies need to be transmuted, transfigured, healed, and repaired on a planetary level to occur. And if we do not assist Mother Earth to do this, then she has no other choice but to have tsunamis, earthquakes, and all the other, fires out of control, floods, pestilence, and all of those things. So we are directly responsible, individually and collectively, for this to happen. So it's our choice. Do we want to create heaven on earth by clearing ourselves and clearing the planet of trauma and helping stabilize the earth by clearing that out of the earth for Mother Earth on her behalf? Or do we want to have, the consequences of this, which is hell, which is experiencing all this tribulation and clearing and cleansing that the earth needs to go through? And the choice is is for us to make that decision, for every individual on the planet. We're making this decision with every thought, word, and deed that we are undertaking. Are we coming from our human mind consciousness, which is shame and guilt and overwhelm, and oh, poor me, I can't do anything, and the president of the United States is just rotten, terrible, or whatever excuse, or the Senate doesn't respond to my requests, or it's everybody else's fault. And we're projecting that all outside of ourselves, when in actual fact it's an inside job. It always has been an inside job to do this inner work and clear ourselves, because when we do that individually and collectively, it must show up in the outer world, because we create the outer world with every thought, word, and deed. The more we clear it up, the more we clear up the planet, and the more that there will be less earthquakes and less trauma that's on the global level, less air pollution, less whatever. So I encourage you to show up and to do this clearing. And, and to start with yourself, and then start with your loved ones and your friends and with your clients. Teach them how to clear. And so there you are. That's it for today. This is the show for the week. Thank you all that showed up. Please share this to your network so more people can benefit from this, so we can help create heaven on earth. This is Tyhson Banighen, the energy detective, the Illuminator, bringing you into the light and the planet into the light. So this is it for this week. Same time, same place next week, Tuesday at 3 p.m. See you then, and have the best week ever. And bye for now.
The Healing Hour. Join us every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Pacific Time or 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Feel free to phone in toll-free in North America, 1-866-369-7464 or 1-866-DOWSING. Phone in to get your questions about dowsing and energy healing answered, and also to receive an energy healing. The Healing Hour is produced on Facebook Live through the Extraordinary Healing Arts Academy Facebook page. It's also produced by The Wellness Show, www.thewellnessshow.ca. And so until next week, stay healthy, wealthy, and wise.